those LED lights are not really harmful to you so much, although it's beneficial to have additional incandescent as well during the daytime because of the infrared effects. But in the evenings, that is a problem. You know, if you're cooking dinner or eating dinner in your kitchen in the evening under LED lights, then what you're going to do is suppress your melatonin, upset your circadian clocks, and ultimately impact your immune system and your ability to fight off cancers. So that's the problem. It's not just the light of one particular spectrum for all day and all night. You have to use different light during the day and different light during the night. In a nutshell, for the circadian clock, it needs to see lots of sky blue spectrum. That's around 480. The visible light spectrum goes from about 380 to 780 nanometers. That's how we measure it. And there's a particular spot in the sky blue part of the spectrum at about 480. That's the key signal that's detected by blue receptors, blue light receptors in our eye. They've got a fancy name, intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells, but IPRGCs. But for the moment, they're just blue light detectors. And those are connected to your clock, and they tell your clock it's daytime. The problem is if those receptors in your eye, and this melanopsin is the pigment that detects them, a blue detecting pigment, if they see blue in the evening, the message to the brain is it's still daytime. It's not night. And then in turn, melatonin gets suppressed. And melatonin is not really the sleep hormone. People get awfully confused with that. It is
Hmm.
really the hormone that tells the body that now it's dark outside. In other words, how else would the cells of the body know that it's dark outside? Well, we do it through detecting the lack of blue light and signaling through melatonin released from the pineal. And in turn, melatonin switches the cells of the body into a repair, restoration, recovery, cancer suppression mode. If there are any cancer cells floating around, it knocks them off. Basically, the whole protective systems go into place. And if we turn the lights on at night, and if it's blue-rich LEDs, which most LEDs are, then you're going to actually set your health back. And that's associated, we get into all the details, but it's certainly associated with increased appetite, obesity as a result, diabetes, effects of insulin resistance, heart disease, cardiovascular, because there's more stress going on in the heart cardiovascular system. And then over the long term, we see an increased risk of certain endocrine sensitive cancers like breast cancer in women, which used to be very rare before electric light, now is the biggest killer of women. And then prostate cancer in men, similar story, and colorectal cancer, all of which have been climbing rapidly since we brought in LED lights